Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing, testing. I said one, two, and three. All right. I think I did enough prep to be ready. I think this is a little too high now. How my yep, my level's looking just nice. Cool. Scoot this up a little bit. Let this down a little bit. So I think I'm gonna be just fine when it comes to my levels on this microphone. Yep. Hey, and I'm recording, and I think I'm live action. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, let me hush. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. All right. Cool. Yeah, I did some prep for this one, trying to really see what the deal is for real, Pickle. Um, my name is Ritch. If you want to be formal and address me, you can call me Brother Ritch because I am a believer. A believer in what? A believer of what? I believe in the Father of Spirits, number one, his only begotten Son, number two. Okay? Um, yep. So, and that I'm a believer in that, since I'm a believer in that, I too am born again of his spirit, sealed with his spirit. And I have an inheritance awaiting me yet to come, yet to come, yet to come. That's what I believe, and I'm thoroughly convinced of those things and other things that I intend to get into. Uh, Hence this first video to see how things go. uh, who am I, man? My name is Ritch. Again, yada yada. I'm a believer of those things that I mentioned. I'm not gonna try to butter nothing up. I'm not gonna try to be something other than who I am, honestly, because I have a charge. I have a charge from him uh, as to how to approach these things, and I'm gonna approach these things just like that. So I will be vindicated. Yes, it's selfish, but I'm the only one that's going to answer for the things that I do when I stand before him. No one else can say, well, God, no one can say that. Um, so yeah, these things are pretty much a long time coming, and he hasn't left me not one time, just like he said and promised. He has done to this very moment, and to this very moment, he is with me. And it's a trip how he can do that in spite of me. Real. So again, why I'm doing what I'm doing, man, because again, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. Like Paul said, woe unto me if I don't, because if I don't, man, he gonna be like, what's up? What's up? So I don't want to hear nothing else but well done, good and faithful servant. I don't want to hear nothing else when I stand before him who's going to say yay or nay to whether I can get in or not. I want to hear, what's up, Rich? Lego, let get got gone. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. And I struggle every day in this life now with myself in this life also. I struggle with to realize the things that he's put inside of me. And this video is an attempt to begin to do. I don't know what these seeds will do actually. I just know I am to plant them. So I'm going to plant them, and I'm going to believe that God will do well what he intended to do already. So let's get it, right? Let's go. Let's get it, man. Don't you want it? Don't you want what actually is yours? Not what they're saying is yours, but what God had and has intended for you. I'm not even trying to sound like everybody else, but those things are true that they say nonetheless. They are true nonetheless. So, yes to those things, yes. You were born for an absolute reason or reasons, you know? And a long time coming, God has been counseling me as to these things. And a lot of people are saying a lot of things, but they're not saying the actual. And a lot of the things that they're saying are true. But a whole lot of that stuff ain't. A lot of that, not, Lord, well, have mercy on my words. I don't know how much exactly, but a whole lot of it is tradition, to be nice about it. I was going to say something else, but it's tradition. It's tradition. You know, it's tradition. It's the way, it's the reason I am the way I am, even with my gray hairs, because I don't like tradition in faith. I don't like man's tradition dictating my growth. I've actually come to find out they tripping. They tripping for real. And I'm a firm believer in Yeshua. I call him Jesus. I call him Yeshua. I call him Messiah. I call him Yehoshua. I'm talking about the only begotten Son of the Father of Spirits. There's only one. There's only one that God put in a woman. That God put in a woman. There's only one that ever happened. And I'm talking about him. That's the one I believe in. All right? And we can talk about all that stuff, man. I'm here for all that. Because I'm not here to look for points of disagreement. I'm here to look for points of agreement. Because how can we even chop it up unless we're agreeing? So I am looking for points on which we can agree. I'm not afraid of disagreements. But I'm not here just to disagree with you. I'm here to reason with you as to the truth. We could both be wrong, but we both, as men and women even, need to be able to reason together. And with the spirit of truth that is among us, if we both come together. He said he's there too, so let's get that in. Let's do that. I have a lot. Man, excuse me. I have, maybe this thing is loose already. So let me tighten this up real quick. Tell you this is my first video. What y'all getting the hood pot? Hold on. I think I'm doing it the right way. I might. It ain't tight. It's just twisted. Anyway, it's cool. Um, yeah. Points of agreement. Points of agreement. I got a big old mirror right here, y'all. So I'm looking at myself too. I gotta make sure I'm straight, because if I come on here looking crazy, I'll probably look crazy to some of y'all anyway. I don't care. This is why. But I can't come on here. I can, you know, but I ain't. I mean, I might one day, but I ain't today. So, but anyway, I don't care, man. That ain't the issue. The issue is, the issue is these truths in me that I need to get out of me to the world. And God do what he do, however you want to do it. But I just want to develop a community of people, online and in person, you know what I'm saying? Chopping it up about these things that we talk about. And again, my name is Brother Ritch. I'm currently in college for music production. You see my stuff behind me. This is a little bit, I got some other stuff at another location, at another brother's spot. He gave me a little office space. I put some equipment in there. But this is for school. I'm currently in school for audio production. I'm getting my Bachelor of Science in Audio Engineering. So, yep, at the Los Angeles Film School or Recording School. Both of them are the same. Yep, 6 months in, I'm thinking about, doing videos like on the stuff I'm learning and teaching y'all as I learn. If you want to learn music or how to engineer music and mix music and all that stuff, whatever is cool. I'm with it. I got to start working too. I ain't got a job. I either need to make some money doing what I love, or I need to get a job. But I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put some truths out that are in me. No, I know I'm about to get a job anyway. I ain't tripping. I haven't worked because I'm not called to work for someone. I'm not called to that. And I have worked for people and I will work for people, but I know that's not my end. My end is soon to come, meaning my end is my beginning, the place where I'm supposed to be, the reason why I was born a tree, even I'm about to bear my fruit. So it's cool with me. I know I'm close to me because the witness is on the inside of me. It's just that way if it's given to you. And it's only given to certain of us. That brings me to another point. This is only for certain of us. It's not for all of us. It's not for all people. It's not for everybody on the earth. It's not for everybody on the earth. I'm telling you, these things are not for everybody just because you were born. They are not for everybody on the earth. I say it over and over because I need to. It may not be for you. I ain't tripping if it ain't, and I don't know if it's not. If you come at me sideways and I can't get at you, it's either not your time or it ain't for you. At the very least, at that time, it ain't for you. I ain't tripping. So don't trip with me. I mean, if we disagree, we disagree. I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm not here to trip with nobody. I mean, I will trip with you. Don't get me twisted. But I ain't here to trip with you. I'm here to chop it up with you and reason with you about things that are true, that will never change, that matter to all of you who have been given an ear to hear. Okay? So that's who I'm talking to. So if even this video resonates with you, yep, I'm gonna use that word, resonate with you. If this video resonates with you, I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I had it up. And it's calling my baby. Hold up, let me holler at my baby real quick. I'm gonna marry this one. That ain't no ringtone really though. Hey mom, I'm in the middle of recording. You on live, so say hi to everybody. Hello, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Call me right back. Yeah. Anyway, I knew that. Yeah, but anyway, I'm here to chop it up with whoever about spiritual truths and music. But if you want to get on this music with me, man, or one man, whatever, man, don't do that. If you want to get on this music with me, you can hit me up, but you have to be talking about something. You can't just be talking about, you have to talk about things that matter, that feed the soul, things that will remain in people, things that will elevate people. Something, I'm not saying be holy, there than thou, as y'all put it, but I am saying don't be demented and decadent and base and basic and animalistic only. And you know what I'm saying? Be aspirational to people even. But you can't be aspirational to people if you yourself aren't aspirational. You give what you have in you already. It comes out of you. That's the natural course of a man. You know what I'm saying? And when I say a man, I'm talking about a woe man too. Y'all know how woe man came about. Everybody on the earth know how woe man came about, man. Come on. Right? Come on. If not, we can chop that up too. I ain't tripping, man. I'm open to all that, man. Anything you want to talk about, we can talk about. We can talk about aliens even, because they ain't aliens, man. They not aliens. We can talk about what's another sensitive type? We can talk about the doctrine of the Trinity. Okay, we can talk about that, which I say is not true. There's not three, there's only two. The Father and His only begotten. The Spirit that y'all are referring to in the Trinity is the Father Himself. Okay? And there's scripture to back that up in the Bible that every Christian trusts in as the Word of God. And I must say they are inspired scripture. But they are not the only inspired scriptures. I'm going to say that too, because that is true. We can talk about how that is so, and how they put an A to Z on our faith, and that's all we've known since they've done it, is that A to Z. There's so many other alphabetical letters just to complete the analogy. You know what I'm saying? I say so many, but there were a lot. That's why they did that A to Z thing. This is what we believe: Genesis and Revelation. We don't nothing else. We ain't gonna read nothing else because there was so many other things. So they like, look, whoop wop. This is it for us. This is what Christians believe. The Romans did that. Let me see what you. Can you please bring me some? Anyway, and my coffee on the table. Dang, that coffee. Oh, he tripping on that coffee. I guess so. I gotta go, but this is a good video. I'm gonna stop it and I'll probably come back and watch it. If it's good enough, I'm gonna leave it like it is, and we're gonna move forward. I was gonna read some stuff because I got a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to do my grammar too, man. I come from it, but you know, whatever. I got a lot of stuff, man, that I want to go over with whoever wants to listen and chop it up. We can live stream and be on video. We can do it all, man. I'm setting all that up. You know what I'm saying? So let's get that in. I'm telling you, Lord is good. He's gracious to me, even when I feel like he ain't being gracious and good, and I feel like he tripping. Real talk. He's still being good to me. And I've learned, I keep doing stroking his grave because I have learned in him all this time that he has been faithful to me, that even when I feel like he tripping, he really ain't tripping. Because in the times that I feel like he's tripping, that's the most that I need it, whatever's happening. I've learned these things that sometimes as men, his lessons are hard to eat. And the analogy that they used back then is drinking from their cup. You know, sometimes those lessons are hard, man, that we have, especially if you're called, like I am, and anointed and appointed, however we want to word it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to squander mine. I don't want to receive the grace of God in vain. Yo, let me text her, let her know. Yep. So I gotta take her a lunch and some stuff. I thought I was gonna get on live. She'd have loved it. She'd be like, hey, ain't no telling what she would have did. She's a live one. I love her. I do, and I intend to marry her if the Lord continues to work things out between us. Because they have not been easy, but they have endured. We have endured. So, yep. Let me go. Let me get started because I gotta make sure she's straight. Get at me, y'all, for real. Get at me. This is for the spiritual tip. You know what I'm saying? This video is up for the spiritual tip. But if you meet me on the spiritual tip and you want to do the music thing, that's cool. That's cool. You know, we can do that. Um, yep, cool. We can do that. But I have another profile. I'm establishing another profile or other profiles for the music. But this will be the only profile for the spiritual thing so far. But I am intending to do other things as well as the Lord does what he said he would do. I've seen things. Again, let me just finish because I got to go. But yep, holla at your boy, man, for real.